Yeah, we need to reform the welfare state. I got real ticked off at Josh Hawley and some of the other Republicans that were pushing back in regards to the Medicare reforms out there. Democrats and obviously everyone in the media, they grab taglines because, again, we have to come up with some sort of conflict and we've got to get the people going. The coverage of the big, beautiful bill when it comes to gutting the social safety net. Right. Again, every single headline out there, they're pushing the idea that Hakeem Jeffries had his stand there. The law is going to toss millions from Medicaid and cut the program to the bone. Let me ask you a question. If you were spending, I'm just going to throw this out here. If you were spending, let's say, $1,000 on something this year, and every year you're going to spend, let's say, additional $100. Would you consider cutting Medicaid to the bone, or that you were cutting spending to the bone? Because that's the reality. Nothing was cut. Okay, when normal people think of a cut, they're saying, "Oh, we are going to spend less." We're not going to spend less. We're spending more. We are not spending less on Medicaid. We're spending more. The annual spending on it will grow over the next decade, even with the cost savings, the $1 trillion in estimated savings. Now, get your arms around this because, again, this doesn't make any sense to me. How is it? How is it in today's day and age? Today's day and age, with all of the medical advances that we have and everything that we got going, again, you want to talk about how the disconnect when they talk about the strength in the economy and all this stuff. Medicaid spending has risen by 60% since 2019. How's that possible? Medicaid spending has risen by 60% since 2019. The idea that pregnant women in poverty and their disabled children are going to suffer. This is nonsense. The idea that you have a work requirement for 20 hours a week, and that work requirement doesn't apply to anyone who is disabled, pregnant, or caring for a child that's under the age of 14. It's too much to ask for you to volunteer or work for 20 hours a week. If you're enrolled in school, you can still get it. Again, I can go on and on, but it's really not going to matter. What we've done to people here in this country with our welfare system. And again, listen, you get people addicted to a handout. They're going to keep voting for it. And if you are that politician, you're that party that is providing that handout and giveaway and promising more, that's going to get you votes. It is what it is. That's how it works. Are you helping people? Is it a wonderful thing where you have multi-generational families on Section 8 housing and on these various different programs? I think I might have mentioned this in one of the podcasts while I was away. Again, was family friends who happened to also build apartments, own apartments in Astoria, in New York, and they have to allocate a certain amount for Section 8 housing, and the government pays the rent in those apartments, which are high. I mean, you're talking over $3,000 a month, and every single apartment that they have to rent for Section 8 housing, young people, able-bodied, not going to work, problem tenants causing issues all of the time. What can they do? They can't do anything about it. Can't do anything because they have no choice. That is the reality. You have to do that. You build out, you have to have X amount of houses for that, and you've got to deal with that. And I was saying, I don't know how you guys do what you do. I couldn't do it. I would lose my temper, quite frankly. My patience would run out over a period of time. This is kind of also, it's taken a kind of watching it happen in real time right now on X and the other social media outlets here, where people are actually taking pride in the handouts and giveaways that they're getting, and it's all over now. Is people going to Costco and Walmart and spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their EBT card and doing dances around it. And there's another one I saw today. Yeah, my partners, these two girls. Yeah, she's also my healthcare provider. Wink, wink, nod, nod, and finding all sorts of ways to grift the system. And again, it's not a difficult thing for them to do. Again, it's almost become like a career choice. And it's easy. The easy thing is to get really angry at these people for what they did. The ones we should get angry at is ourselves. I feel sorry. I'm being honest with you. I see these videos out there, and people get pissed off. You in the comments section, all of these various different things. Well, you want to be them? You want to be them? They do nothing with their lives except live off the system. I feel sorry. I really do. I feel sorry for those people that they don't do anything with their lives. A best way to handle any sort of social safety net, and I think that we should have them. Each and every one should be judged based upon you're getting people off them. You're getting people off them. Section 8 housing shouldn't be multi-generational. Food stamps shouldn't go from one generation to the next. It should be there if something goes wrong. If something bad happens, I get that. It shouldn't be a way of life. Watchdog on Wall Street.com.